Welcome to the second to last chapter of our textbook, Chapter 11, Marketing and Evaluating Nutrition Programs. Our learning objectives for this chapter: identify the features of a marketing plan, describe the steps involved in designing a marketing plan based on nutrition goals, identify the components of promotional mix, explain the key points in executing a marketing plan, list the key phases in the life cycle of a new program, and lastly, explain how to evaluate the success of a nutrition program and adjust the program accordingly. After a nutrition program has been developed and the staff has been trained, the next step is to develop and implement a marketing plan. The nutrition program isn't going to be very successful if potential customers don't know it exists. A marketing plan is a document that guides staff in increasing the operations visibility to its target audience in order to increase business. When a business develops a marketing plan, it needs to address some questions. What marketing activities should be undertaken? Who will do it? When will it be done? How much money will be needed to implement the plan? How will the results of the plan be measured? There are a lot of different approaches that can be used to develop a marketing plan, but any effective plan should include documentation, target goals, timeliness, marketing plan cost estimates, and customer-focused goals. A marketing plan should be a formal written document. I think pretty much most times when you have a goal-driven plan, whether personal or business related, it is more successful when it is clearly outlined and written down. Our industry is very fast-paced. Managers and owners are busy. When plans aren't committed to paper, it can be very easy to forget about them. Out of sight, out of mind. A marketing plan needs to be documented. Roles need to be delegated, and it needs to be reviewed regularly. A marketing plan might have several parts that address a strategic business segment or a specific revenue generating source. For example, an establishment might have dine-in, online carry-out orders, and catering orders. Those would be three different strategic business segments. The business might consider different marketing approaches to each different segment. It is likely that a marketing promotion for catering wouldn't apply to dine-in or carry-out. Managers need to know what the different segments are and understand how to target them specifically. Timeliness would be another aspect of the plan. Marketing activities should have a specific time period. A manager needs to identify when the marketing will be most effective and begin planning when it is most appropriate. A marketing budget needs to be established in advance, and the cost of any advertising or marketing activities need to be included in the marketing plan in order to stay within the budget. If it is decided that ads are going to be purchased, the cost of placing that ad needs to be known and included as an activity in the marketing plan. If the cost is not known, it is important to secure a cost estimate before the marketing activity is done. Otherwise, you really risk going over budget. When marketing, a manager needs to remember that the point of doing it is to communicate with the customers. The establishment's customers need to be continually kept in the mind of the manager. With every marketing activity, the manager needs to decide what the message is to be communicated, how the message can best be sent, what response they are looking for from the customer, and how the customer's response should be evaluated. A marketing plan is not necessarily easy to develop. If it were, there probably wouldn't be whole degree programs devoted to marketing. It is complex, especially in today's world with social media and so many different marketing activity routes you could go. When you add in the fact that managers and owners in our industry are super busy, it might be useful to involve others in the business. Doing this can provide more valuable information and also result in greater commitment to the plan. A well-developed marketing plan will identify the target market, document the competition, establish revenue and financial goals that are identifiable and measurable, include SWOT analysis results, list marketing strategies with tactics. It will have a marketing budget, and it will have marketing activities schedule that stays within the budget. A business wants to establish a promotional mix of communication that fits with their target market to create short-term and long-term success. A promotional mix is various ways that the business chooses to reach or communicate with its target market. When the promotional mix is being planned, first the target market is identified, then the strategies and objectives are determined, tactics are chosen, and finally the plan is implemented. The four different parts of the promotional mix are sales promotion, publicity and public relations, advertising, and personal selling. Sales promotions are special incentives to get customers to visit an establishment or to purchase new items. Sales promotions can include coupons or free or reduced price items or combo meals. Publicity is information about an establishment that is distributed for free, but is not produced by the operation. Reviews are a perfect example of this. I know I, for one, look at reviews or go off of someone's recommendation before I spend my money on something. It is important to know that publicity can be either positive or negative because managers do not control it. If negative publicity is received, it can be used as a tool in the marketing mix to overcome the negative remark. Advertising is any form of marketing that managers pay for and is delivered in an identifiable way, but non-personal way. Newspaper ads, commercials, website ads are paid forms of advertisements and communicate the operations message to large audiences. Personal selling involves meeting or interacting with two or more people to exchange information, make and close the sale. Personal selling creates a relationship between the customer and the operations staff and enables the staff to tailor the marketing message to the customer's individual needs. Once the plan is all set, it is ready to be executed. A manager might take on all of the tasks or delegate, but regardless, all the activities need to be identified and the person responsible for each need to be included. A marketing activity schedule will contain all that needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and who will be doing it. This form here is an example showing a marketing activities schedule. Now we are on the last part of our marketing plan. We executed it and we need to make sure it worked like we wanted it to. The manager of an establishment needs to look at each part of the plan and see if the objectives were reached. Data from the sales promotions need to be reviewed and evaluated. Publicity needs to be tracked. Advertising needs to be assessed and a determination made as to whether it was a successful form of advertising. Personal selling efforts should be monitored, and staff performance needs to be observed to determine the understanding of the nutrition program training and the ability to apply concepts on the job. Thank you for listening to Chapter 11. Please review the summary slides 9 through 19. After reading Chapter 11, please complete the Chapter 11 quiz and have a great week.